Right, testing, testing. Is it really a stream if you can't hear the AC in the background? It's actually not that hot out, but I like to have it on. I'll wait a few minutes because there's only a few people. It's a very blue day for me. I'm usually wearing blue. I got like a little setup and everything. So there were so many fandom songs sent in. Like nobody, I think one person sent in an original song, and I'm just gonna push it to next stream. A jersey I have, it's a Chicago American Giants jersey. I got it when I lived in Alabama. There was a great store that had a bunch of like kind of non-MLB baseball jerseys. Mars is gonna keep all 5 people in order. Usually I get like, 20, but I don't know. You can't win them all. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. I just say fandom songs are very like hit or miss, and I don't just mean in terms of like production quality, because I don't, if somebody's gonna be out here like, yeah, I just really liked this show or this book, and I thought I would write a song about it, I'm not gonna be like, well, this doesn't sound like a professional production. But then you have ones that are like borderline professional productions because these people get millions and millions of views. Like they have the equipment, or if not the equipment, they have the resources. Like they can send it off to someone to mix and master. They probably have other writers. They have live instruments. They got recording studios. They got music videos. So it really does depend regarding like how strict I am on a song's quality. Because like in the initial reaction video, there was that like Warrior Cat song at the end, and that was clearly just like somebody in their bedroom. And I'm never gonna judge somebody on the same standard, if that's the case. I'm gonna give it to like 105 and then we'll get started. I was sent like well over 100 songs because it was 100 comments, and then a lot of people sent in multiple songs. There were some people who sent in like 25 songs. It's like, buddy. Not sure what you expect. So I just randomized a list and went with it. I think the first song is some like what was it, Genshin Impact song? Somebody actually sent it in the server, but somebody also put a comment, and it was the comment that won. Parental floss. Also, I don't have water today. I have like I've got these like Arizona iced tea flavor packets, and I put it in this water, and it tastes kind of rancid, but a sunk cost fallacy. All right, I'm not gonna delay anymore. So the first thing here is called Writing on the Wall, or is that what it was? Yeah, Writing on the Wall, and it's a Genshin Impact song. I know people who play Genshin. I've never played Genshin. I just don't play gachas. My rationale is like, if I like the character so much, I'll just click on a PNG. I'll just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. But Genshin never really interested me very much. But yeah, I give it a chance. Let's do this.
palaces of silver and gold cannot be designed overnight. It's like the saying I've often been told, no matter the cost, do things right. You have to be careful, you have to be diligent, planning and...
So it's like so when you're at the end of a stanza, it's pretty common to reduce the number of syllables, but also if you're going to do that, it better be, like, more potent than...
I've often been told, no matter the cost, do things right.
Also, the emphasis is on things. Do things right, and, like, that's not really the key word of the sentence, and I think that's why that came off weird to me.
Have to be careful, you have to be diligent, planning and measuring every detail. Creating is drawing, erasing and drawing again. And I've never been in it for fame or attention. I only work hard so the structures won't fail. But seeing it finish is worth every mora I spend. Within every building made with pride, the architect lives on inside. Shining paint, a marble heart, that's what makes a work of art. We build and we play, sculpting dreams out of clay, with the hope that our towers don't fall, that we won't have to see the writing on the wall. The more you work, the higher the stakes, and the bigger the sorrows to drown. 'Cause one mistake is all that it takes for the walls to come crumbling down. You have to ignore them, the echoing voices that cackle and curse as you toil away. Cover your ears and focus on boxes and lines. And the shadowy figures, they're nothing but shadows, like ink on a page. They have nothing to say, but maybe, just maybe, they're trying to give me a sign that in every building made with pride, the architect remains inside, peeling paint a heavy heart. That's what makes a work of art. We scream and we pray, sculpting dreams out of clay, as we try not to look at the scroll, the message of doom, the writing on the wall.
Oh, is this, like, still going? Okay, there's, like,
We play
long
this
stretch of break.
game of chance.
I'm coming in
Pulling
quiet. Okay, let me fix
through
that.
a desperate dance, sketching
This
visions
is
in our
about as loud as it
heads,
gets.
just to see them
And
ripped to
hopefully that,
shreds.
like,
This
focuses on
road
Okay, I
that
get
we
it. Hard to hear.
share doesn't lead.
Increasing the sensitivity.
Anywhere, but there's nothing an artist can do when you swing your brush.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, we're louder. Okay, this is pretty good. It should have cut off at, like, the 3-minute mark. Because this is overdoing the metaphor. Now it's just, like, very overdramatic. It's, I think what's throwing me off is that, like, the second chorus would have actually just been, like, it would have been a perfectly valid place to end. Because the thing is that in this earlier part of the song, he's using, like a lot of, like, we, you know? Like, this is... I wish I had, like, the full lyrics in front of me. Okay, here we go. So... This is singular, right? And then it goes up, like, the stakes raise. Right? And it goes to we. At least that's what I noticed. Yeah, like it's you have a like it gets to more of a general observation, and build up is very important in music. Like once you start getting into you start getting into a bigger scale, and it's kind of strange to shrink the scale back on the climax of the song, which is the third chorus. And lyrically, I think that's what's throwing me off. But this is like very... I always say that, like, this is nitpicking, but these little details do make a difference, I think. Especially because it's getting, like, super overdramatic in this part, but it's... I don't know. Actually, there is, like, we, and then it's I. Like, the metaphor is just kind of getting out of hand. I think is what I'm trying to say. Does it have something to do with the character? It might, but the thing is, I don't know the character. So it's not telling a story on its own. Like, the only thing I'm gleaning here is that this character is an architect. And it's really riding on that metaphor. Like it is holding on to that metaphor for dear life. And I'm trying to, like, parse it. Like, there's a lot of fate and doom and those kind of big, heavy words. It's a very general message that's couched in a very, like... I feel like you could do a lot with architecture metaphor, but this is very constrained. It's very much like oh, I get it. You know, after the second chorus, that's why I thought it was going to end. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But instead, it just keeps going, and it's really, really just digging too deep on a metaphor that can't go very deep. So the instrumentals are fine, though. Production's good. I would give this song like a 6, because I like a strong 6, a 6+. It's well done. I just think that the lyrics need some work. Like really, it's interesting, right? Because I always say, like, let go, focus, let go. Like, that focus is really important. You want to be able to hone in on something, and you would think, like, oh, it's really sticking to one metaphor. It's sticking to one set of metaphors, so that's fine. But it's still too broad in this case because it is using so many metaphors at once. It's just all in one category. And because it's going longer than it should, it needs to keep going. And needs to keep finding new things. Because this is all about, like, oh, I have to be diligent and detailed, and all the details matter, but then it's going to, like, oh, the voices or something, and then fate, and then doom, and then the writing on the... You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of not keeping up with itself. So yeah, 6+ for the Genshin song. I think that's just an issue with fandom songs in general. You're going to get a lot of these things where, like, people infer the context on their own, and they're trying to cover a lot at once. Somebody sent something from RWBY, which I only know as a Clean Bandit song, but I guess is also... Oh my god, this is long. Am I taking suggestions? If we get through these songs, I will. What type of suggestions do you have? I'm gonna, like, Lyric Genius.
Firstly, the song is a story.
I wonder how badly the song will get copyright struck, by the way.
Make it a verse, maybe two. Sing about a journey being taken. That'll do.
This is what I mean by, like, the last line of the stanza shorter, because it's more focused.
Next, you must add dies irae. Look it up if you don't know.
It's meta.
Add the word revive, and then you should be all good to go.
Wish me good luck with my writing. It shouldn't be all that hard. I should be finished this week if I play the right cards.
You know how much I love a pause. Good pause. Like, if some people are very focused on staying. Like, some people are very focused on staying perfectly on beat, perfectly on meter, perfectly on syllables. It really kind of makes the song stale. Like, having these little imperfections and pauses really goes a long way. You just have to feel it out properly. Like, trying to do it doesn't work. It has to be natural. Which song is this? This is Work Is My Life from RWBY.
Good, great even. I still can't believe that Azathoth is real, you know?
Me either. I got into Lovecraftian lore when I was 11, so I'm kind of fangirling.
I don't think we're gonna listen to this whole thing because it's 7 minutes long.
Really? Me too. I was obsessed with Cthulhu when I was in middle school.
Let's skip ahead, hold on.
What you got for us?
I'm actually pretty excited about this one. Figured that since it will be a challenge to steer
Okay, so there's
clear
a lot of dialogue.
being dead.
Which fan is this? This isn't a fandom, this is just like a musical. I did say you could send in official songs from smaller properties. I don't know if this is a mega musical though, because I've never heard of it.
They are so hard to hurt. But work is my life, perfection is my aim. Slowly but surely I will make
Okay.
those.
While you
This
can
better
barely
build
even
up.
contain yourself.
Okay.
Fine, come on. I'm gonna give you
Where they I've got no time.
how it appears.
Perfection. You're improving. You're great. You're improving. Work is my life. Perfection is my aim. Slowly but surely
Okay, I genuinely don't know how to feel about, like, this song is very repetitive for the first 6.5 minutes, and then it kicks in the last 45 seconds. I don't think that's good songwriting, because it's not keeping my attention to the big part of it, to the big climax of the song. And then the climax of the song is so short, it's like, you know, people gave shit to Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, but at least that song kicks in pretty early. I don't know, like, if it's the lyrics are pretty good. It's just I couldn't, like, my attention could not be kept. I would give this a solid 5. Like, maybe if I fully listened to it, but it was so repetitive for so long. Is this entire thing just XA, XA for the whole rhyme scheme? Except for, like, here? It's important to switch up your rhyme scheme a little bit in a song. Like, not saying that every verse has to be different, but between the choruses and the verse, it's good to just add some variety, especially if your verses are going to be this long. If your verse is going to be this long, you need to have an A and B part. Like your A part could be XA, XA, and you could do that twice, and then you could have a B part that's like A, B, B, A or something. It's just something that's different to the ear, so I'm not, like, begging for the chorus to come in and save me. And now we got a Living Tombstone song again, and it's about Overwatch. I guess it would make sense that the biggest fandoms are the ones that get songs, and they're always like... I'm not gonna finish my sentence. So how many people worked on this song? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people worked on this song. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Because like I'm saying, there's a big difference between... I'm writing this in my bedroom and I got a couple friends to help me with the mixing and mastering, and then I was able to get 9 people working on this song.
This is the worst team I have ever played within my life. When we finally get on the point, everyone dies. I understand that every now and then a team won't click. When it comes to you, I don't think I can sympathize. Should have picked Mercy. Should have picked any kind of support. You ended up losing.
Why was there like a 7th? That was so weird. Did you try to bring support with Works?
If you like Mercy so much, why don't you just marry her?
So you're the type that gets a mic and tries to lecture me when you're the most useless person we have on our team.
It doesn't rhyme.
Never seen anybody
Lecture me,
wait
our
hard
team.
as
Like
you.
it's not lining up.
Go back to
Syllables don't line up.
Team Fortress 2. I'm not gonna be Mercy. I'm not gonna
Comedy
be
music
any kind of support.
is really hard to do. A lot of people think they can do it. But, like, you still have to be funny. You know, you need to learn how comedy works before you do a comedy song. I always wonder if it's my headphones or if the production just is actually that messed up.
I'll be Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
What about Widowmaker?
I'm already Widowmaker.
I'll be Bastion.
Nerf Bastion.
You're Renzo Winston.
I wanna be Winston.
I guess I'll be Genji.
I'm already Genji.
Then I'll be McCree.
I already chose McCree.
Alright, I'm done with this. I know it's only 2.5 minutes long, I'm done. Considering it's a professional production, and the production isn't good, and the lyrics aren't good, and the comedy isn't good, solid 3. Solid 3. This was made for money. I can tell. People don't like to know. People don't like to hear it. But people can tell when you don't care. People can tell when you are doing this because it makes money. People can tell when you are doing this because it's popular. People can tell when you are doing this because it's just the thing. People can tell when your heart's not in it. So this is about get philosophical, but I've been thinking about it all week. Art is defined by perspective. Art is interpretive. If you are making art you cannot put a part of yourself in, no matter how small, it lacks perspective. And when it lacks perspective, it fails to do what art's meant to do. And I don't mean everything has to be like, you know, some magical drama, right? What I am saying is that it has to have a level of your vulnerability and your imperfection in it. It can't just be like, aren't I quirky and silly? If you're going to do humor, you have experienced funny things in your life. Do that. Like, it's not about writing what you know, it's writing what you feel. People always say, write what you know. I don't think that's true. I don't believe in writing what you know because you can't know everything. And if you only stick to writing what you know, you're never going to write anything interesting. Or you're going to write one interesting thing, and that's it. And you just kind of have to put that again, you're putting your imperfection in there. Art has to be vulnerable. Even the funniest art is vulnerable. If you watch like a really good comedian, there is a level of vulnerability to it. They're admitting something about themselves. When it's like this very corporate, like, oh, Overwatch is popular because it's January 2017, and I have to do an Overwatch song because people will play it. and I will get money. I can tell. Sounds like you've been having a discussion about art with someone on Discord. I have been. I've been having a discussion about art with not just you, but a lot of people. You mean like Andrew Lloyd Webber's more self-indulgent pieces? The thing about self-indulgence is it's still a part of you. Like, I have seen people bend themselves into pretzels trying to excuse writing certain things, or, you know, like, sometimes you just gotta have to look at someone and be like, be honest, you are attracted to this character, that's why you're doing this. And if somebody, you know, I respect that more than somebody trying to cover it up and be like, oh no, this is actually really interesting and deep. Like, no, you're just attracted to this character. It's like when Arcane came out and people were like, nah, Vi's a good person. And I'm like, no, you're just attracted to her. And if you admitted that, I would respect you a lot more. Like, just be honest sometimes. I would prefer it if you, like, if somebody wrote a song about a fictional character and just how much they want to bang them, I would be totally impressed if it was good. Because it would probably be a lot better than you writing a song about that same character and pretending that it's some, like, really deep exploration of humanity. Anyway, let's move on to the next song. Come With Me and Us by Charlotte with an X for Good Omens. I like vaguely remember, what was the ranking for last one? Solid 3. I vaguely remember Good Omens. Not, like, a lot. But it was big on Tumblr for some time. Oh, ukulele. Anyway.
On the day heaven tried to take my soul, you came down like in fairy tales of old. I said, open your wide wings for me, and you said, close your eyes and just believe. You're made of darkness and fire, my friend. I think the world may be coming to an end, but when heaven,
assuming I fully missed the recommendations, it depends.
know that I'll always be there by your side. You know I'd follow you through hell and fight off demons as well.
That's a little bit weird because it's like a very additive thing to say. It's just kind of like a tag at the end.
They won't find us, you and I can watch the stars fall from the sky. All clothed in white, my shattered light. Let's go together, we'll be free. The world ends eventually, so come with me.
So this is actually really, like, I'm really glad this was next after the last song, because this is the antithesis to the previous song, right? The previous song had 9 people on staff. It was done because it was, like, Overwatch was popular, and it would make money, and it was goofy, and guys, isn't this relatable? But this is, like, a less popular property. This is a passion project, yeah. Vic said it well, this is a passion project. Somebody really liked this show, and picked up their ukulele. And if I was being honest, the lyrics are very basic. Like this, these are very simple rhymes and very simple combinations, very simple vocabulary. But it's so different, right? Because somebody actually cared about this song. And, like, I have no connection to Good Omens. I don't know what it's about. But, like, I really feel the passion in this song. Again, I can, when you put your heart into something, I and other people notice it.
Let's go together, now we're free, the world ends eventually, so come with me.
Like, I like to tell this, to people. So you see my, let's see if I can like point correctly here. My come on, my icon in the corner. My icon in the corner here. Come on, there we go. My icon here in the corner is, you see how there's sheet music in the background, right? The sheet music in the background of that is Yellow by Coldplay. This song's very special to me for a couple reasons, but if you look at this song objectively, the lyrics are garbage. Like, the lyrics are actually terrible. You know, I could find flaws up and down in Yellow by Coldplay. But but those lyrics, they literally, like, Chris Martin literally just started singing them during like a practice of the instrumentals, I'm pretty sure is what happened, and it worked. So they kept it. Those were lyrics that came from here. It wasn't somebody grabbed a rhyming dictionary and sat down for 5 hours and over, you know, weeks and tried to figure out the perfect way to say all this. He just spoke from the heart, and, like, it means everything. Like, it's like, oh, I drew a line for you and all the things you do. And it's like, what does that mean? I don't know. But the lyrics, like, for you I'd bleed myself dry, that is worth everything in the song. It's worth everything. That is such an ultimate declaration. And it's better than any sort of, like, poetic, perfect rhyme you could come up with, because you feel it. You feel it. There is something intangible about art that I can't teach you. No music theorist can teach you. No school can teach you. It's something that you just learn from doing it and from experience and from living. This we just listened to is so simple. But somebody wrote it because they watched Good Omens and they said, this really touched me on a personal level. I think this is beautiful. And I feel so much emotion. It's like, you know how they say in musicals, it's like the song happens when you become too emotional to speak. That's what happened with this person. She said, I don't know how else to express how this made me feel, but to put it into song so other people could feel that. That's her motivation. It's just nice. It's nice to hear. It's like the chat, you know, Vix is saying, it's just nice to hear. You know, I would give that like a strong 7, light 8. Just for being so earnest and so pleasant. All right. Ride the Cyclone, I think is actually a mega musical. I don't know if I'll count this one. But I keep hearing about it. I'll skip it for now. Oh my gosh, a Minecraft music video. You want to talk about hyper-corporate music? I don't think it gets more hyper-corporate than professional Minecraft music videos. $11.4 million subscribers. It's gonna be in my recommenders now. His voice is so nasally. 1 year ago, people still make these? A whole studio made this. Written and produced, mixing, mastering, jeez. So this is what happens when you sing into your nose. When you kind of sing up here, that's what he's doing. And really, you're supposed to sing kind of like here, like to the back top of your head. It's hard to explain until you like actually do it. Is he British? That's also a factor. It was very 2020, like mid 2010, like 2013-ish, 2014-ish production. It's not terrible. Is this like a parody of a song? Or is it an original? There's Dream SMP fan songs, of course there is. Okay, I'm bored. I was gonna call it a 5 and call it a day. Again, it's very hyper corporate. Like I don't know what to take. When you have animation like this in your Minecraft music video, like this had a budget in the like maybe 6-digit budget, maybe higher, if he has this many subscribers. Yeah, it's just boring. Like there's no character to it. Like I said, you can tell when something was made just to be made. That's what I mean when I say, like, we might get through these faster than you think. Somebody sent in a Undertale musical, and it was like Undertale parody musical. And I really did consider it, I really did. And then I was like, this will not be pretty if I do this on stream. So I'm just gonna skip to the 500th Hazbin Hotel fan song I've been recommended. About Serpentious. For the record, I did watch Hazbin. Does this have like lyrics in the? Oh my goodness, this person's like dissertation in the description. Oh, there's lore. He's been dead since 1888, and yet he's managed to survive every last Anyway,
Again, no more will I be biding my time in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. This entire circle, nay, the whole realm will be mine for the week's end.
Swell job, boss man. You put that welded metal right in its place. Does this mean you're bringing back the ray gun?
Yes, yes.
I feel like
you walking omelets in waiting.
my prediction is that this was also a song written just because they were when it was just the pilot, they only had so much to work with, and they're like out of ideas. So someone said, I guess we could do a Serpentious fan song?
Machines will once again be uncontested!
You got it, boss! We even said that about the last one. Oh, that one only did last about a day because of that girl.
What did I tell you about mentioning those blockheaded simpletons? I could wipe them all out in an instant if I wanted to. An instant, I say!
Yes, boss.
If I were so inclined, I'd unleash my fervent mind upon the countless swaths of ignorance, the unrefined.
That's pretty good.
Are turning and my plans are now unfurling. Such a shame, I'll leave the ones who laughed down in their pits and squirming.
That's right, boss man.
Who laughed down? That's like transitive. You need laugh down at me.
So hip and cool, I'll give them proper education. In my constrictive grasp again, I'll make them breathe their last.
Like how you got number 5 when you didn't get your order right?
Yes, just like that. A conqueror, a conjurer of automatons and fire. My machinations for higher stations will give what I desire. I am a vision.
Wait, did he rhyme fire and desire? Yeah. I need like a bad rhymes counter. Like a bad rhymes counter and a cliche rhymes counter. Fire and desire is one of the big ones. There are like stock rhymes out there. And if you use them, people notice. If you use them badly, people notice, I should be clear. Why are all of these like electronic with drops? It's like electronic with a like one instrument grounding it. And I'm saying that as someone who does electronic, like who writes electronic music sometimes. I guess it's easier. Like, you know, if you just have synths, you don't need live instruments.
It's time for your 6 p.m. pummel.
It's barely 5:30.
Think I'm just a firecracker? Well, don't take me too lightly. You turn your back for just a second, I'ma steal this city. Approach with caution, 'cause I'm
Lightly and City don't rhyme.
You wanna start a war, old man? Then come at me. Don't bother trying to fight, just give in to my demands. And get your boys to call me chef, 'cause I'ma scramble your plans. I am the queen at the top, I'm making it pop, so hold up. Brace for the hit, I got the fuse lit to blow. Maniac princess,
Didn't rhyme.
I'll tear you up into pieces, use your explosives to pop. Talk a big game, we see, but starting to inform. Let your party poppers
This is like what I hear when somebody plays a KDA song for me. Like, I use that as an insult a lot, but I use it the songs that are one step away from My Name is Akali, and I'm here to say it's those songs.
called me failure.
There's like a nerd rap flow, and it's just the A, B, like, it's like A, B, B, C, C, D, D, and that's the whole thing. Like, it doesn't really get more interesting than that. This isn't terrible, it's just... It's like all the others. You know what I mean? It's like every fan song is this genre, it sounds like this. And you can do this well, but it's just not exceptional. It's good, but it's not standing out to me from the others I've heard. Yeah, that's fine. Sufficient. Is it done? Yeah. Yeah. I give it a... like a 6. Solid 6. Like, 6 is what I give when it's well done, but very boring. Sometimes people think of 6 as bad. I need you to understand, like, I need you to understand what, like, a 9 is to me. A 9 is like... I'm trying to think, what's an example of a song I consider a solid 9? Like, like West Coast by Lana Del Rey is a 9. Maybe a strong 9. Like, what do I have on YouTube Music right now? Why is it recommending me Halsey? I'm not going to listen to Halsey. Bad Idea Right by Olivia Rodrigo's a 9. My Love, Mine, All Mine by Mitski is a 9. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter is a 9. Like, these are songs that are do their jobs really, really, really well. A 10 is something that, like, actively splits my life into before and after. It's not that my standards are high. It's that I want to make sure that the exceptional stuff is exceptional. If I give everything an 8 or a 9, then it becomes meaningless, right? Like what's a 10 if everything is a 10? You know, if I say that every song I enjoy to any extent is above a 7, then it becomes, like, meaningless when I say, like, oh yeah, this is a 9. Because I could be giving 9s and 8s to songs that are, like, I enjoy but didn't love. And then also to ones I loved. So it just doesn't mean anything after a while. Alright. Decked Out for Hermitcraft, which I've never heard of in my life. But, like, I'm giving it a chance because you never know where you find good music. Someone tell me what Hermitcraft is.
I'm a stranger to these walls, only taken but a glimpse, and I fear the creatures crawling from the corners that I'm in. As I'm running through the dungeon, I fear my beating heart.
is interesting.
Back to the start. What awaits is from the mercy, oh, the mercy of the cards.
Oh, it's a Minecraft SMP. I would. I don't think I've touched Minecraft in like 8 years.
Deep abyss. The time I take tolls in hazard. That's the inevitable risk. What does it take to win this? Deck building, dungeon crawling, treasure hunting. Collect 'em, always point to the strategist fumbling. I lost my way right at the start. But the twists and turns aren't what's tearing me apart. As I'm running through the dungeon, I feel my beating heart. 'Cause my fate is in the mercy of the cards. All the embers I could
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the view count was under 500,000, I actively got excited. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, it's something niche. Because the chances that it's corporate are way lower.
Didn't know I'd make it this far. And though the compass grounds me through the coins and crowns, still gotta find my way around the mercy of the
This is the composition is simple, but it works.
Collect 'em, always point to the strategist fumbling. I lost my way right.
It's very minimalist. It's making good use of negative space.
Tearing me apart as I'm running through the dungeon. I feel my beating heart 'cause my fate is in the mercy of the cards. All the embers I can treasure, or retreat back to the start. What awaits is from the mercy of the cards. Collection of cards is hard to choose to craft a card to be. All decked out. I'm not gonna stop when the embers drop just to get on top of B. All decked out. Slow down the heart that's hardest to the start when you're taking a ride on the minecart. Not a single mob that can keep me caught. Got a lot of options if I'm all decked out. Collection of cards is hard to choose to craft a card to be. All decked out. I'm not gonna stop when the embers drop just to get on top of B. All decked out. Slow down the heart that's harder to the start when you're taking a ride on a minecart.
This rap is actually pretty decent.
Got a lot of options if I'm
I won't lie.
running through the dungeon. I feel my beating heart. 'Cause my fate is in the mercy of the cards. All the embers I could treasure, or a trip back to the start. What awaits is from the mercy, oh, the mercy of the cards. As
Again,
I'm
it's
running
simple,
through the
but like
dungeon,
it's doing
I
its
feel my
job.
beating heart. 'Cause my fate is in the mercy of the cards. All the embers I could treasure, or a trip back
Have I
to
ever
the
watched the
start.
Amazing Digital
What
Circus? I keep
awaits
meaning
from
to.
the mercy.
I don't know why I haven't.
I'm feeling all decked out.
That was pretty good. I give like this is what I would call like a solid to light to solid 7. Right? I don't think it was actively super impressive, but I liked what it did with what it had. Like it's just a good sound. Does that make sense? Like if it's set out to just be a good sound, it's not trying to be deep. It's not trying to capture some specific, story point. It's set out to be a nice sound that was inspired by Hermitcraft. And wait, S9? Has this been going on for 9 seasons? My goodness. Villain's Liar was next. It's about Disney villains.
Once upon and ever after.
Villain's
the
Lair,
world
not
was
Liar,
filled
sorry. It
with
was
joy and laughter.
somebody
Story
misspelled it in the
retold,
comment, that's why I got it wrong.
The kingdoms cheered as wedding bells rung, but there are some not filled with glee who sneer at endings happily.
My hopes
In a
aren't
broken
super
castle
high.
they plot and stew. The villain's tale is not yet through.
They say that endings are always happy. The truest of love will save the day. But when it's all taken from you, you're left with nothing to do but wait for the day to make someone pay. I was once the mistress of all that's evil. They whisper my name and quiver with fear. The battle was won, they thought that the story was done. But patience, my dears, I've only just begun.
An eye for an eye, a wrong for a wrong.
You saw this on an underrated song playlist and it has 10 million views.
Undone by a wish in the blink of an eye.
Apparently Tough Love is better.
All because
I'll listen to Tough Love instead.
Ever since I was a girl, my own mother vowed I must find a way to power through a noble brow. I married once for love, then my senses came. I must marry for the stature of my husband's name. On to marriage number 2, I knew what I had to do. My poor husband fell ill in a year or 2. Solved problem number 1, now to problem number 2. His doe-eyed little girl with a gentle point of view. Would I ship her off to school? No, I told her if she stayed, then she'd have to earn her keep. And so she became
Production
a maid.
value is definitely really high.
She was hopelessly naive, so she had to pay the price. I moved her to the attic, out of sight and out of mind. I could have
I'm
thrown her
getting,
out, but I'm benevolent and kind.
high budget High School Musical vibe.
I knew what I had to do. After all, difficult children will take advantage of your good nature. So you lock them up, throw away the key. There's one on every family tree.
Ungrateful, hateful, vile too. The things she put you through.
Break their spirit so they obey. Now they'll do anything you say.
It's good. I don't think it's for me.
Cruel, but others would call it love, tough love. I ask you, is it a crime to strive for perfection?
I'm trying to just listen to the lyrics. They're pretty good.
They're so cute when they're little, but then they grow up and just ruin everything. I never wanted children. Life was better on my own. All the screaming, nagging chilled me to the bone.
But I feel like, as a rule, an ensemble song like this is going to have the issue of lack of focus, unless there is something truly tying them all together.
Sacrifice, and against my better judgment, I fed her once or twice. Teenagers now, I know I wild eat their young, but that's messy. Manipulation's easily more fun. A little guilt, a lot of force. Of course you have to lie. Remind them that without you, they shrivel up and die.
They only had themselves to blame.
But I see it. Oh my gosh, my chest is so red because I scratched it and I'm like the palest person ever. But it is doing what an ensemble song is supposed to do. Yeah, it has a theme. There's a connecting theme. Yeah, because this is how an ensemble song is supposed to work. Everybody has their point of view and their story, but it's all tied together by something.
But it doesn't. Far and wide, I rule the kingdom with a heavy hand. But there was more.
I think you know, if it were me, I would choose a different instrumentation. But again, that's just a genre choice, and that's like up to personal preference. Sometimes I remind myself, I'm like, there are people who listen to Imagine Dragons unironically, and it means a lot to them. You know, music's super subjective.
Love? Was I to just sit by and wait for her to take my crown? No, she had sealed her fate. She had to go, and so she did, and you know what they say. An apple once a day keeps your enemies away.
I also haven't heard any, like, bad lyrics. Which is a big thing, because there is a difference between boring lyrics and bad lyrics. Boring lyrics can be serviceable, right? Like, you can have lyrics that are serviceable and they won't distract you. A bad lyric actively distracts you.
Call us wicked and call us mean. Cruel and everything in between. You could say it's unjust. Turning their dreams to dust. This is what we call love. Tough
love. Good production, obviously really high production value, but it's very solid lyrically. It's focused, you know, connects thematically to itself. It tells a story. It does what it set out to do. It's not for me. So I would say light 8. 8's high. Light 8 is good. Very good. I'm trying to think of, like, what's an equivalent of a light 8 in, like, any other system. A light 8 is what I'd call, like... If this was handed in to me, I'd give it, like, a B+ or A-. If I were a teacher of some sort. And I would have... But again, I'm, like, pushing aside my own biases. You know, to each their own. Like, this is really good. Like, if I liked this genre, this would be really, really good. If I liked this genre, I might give it a 9. But for me, light 8. Homestuck songs. This is always a risk, isn't it? Alright. Here we go. Hold on to your hats. Friend leader. Scary. Yeah, that was just terrifying.
There will be no soft sounds this time. No one's not mine, at least. Should have expected this, I guess.
This is definitely like somebody's bedroom into a micro, like a 2008 Snowball microphone.
That violence inside your eyes. Bright red and high with death and pie and rage that never dies. And I used to blame myself, then I blamed
Getting like a Phoebe Bridgers vibe.
but never you. 'Cause you were just a messed up kid who'd step in it, get scared and sit and pray for goats and gods who would know what to forbid. And when you would reach out, well, I'd run my big mean mouth and make it work.
Okay, you guys are gonna kill me for this. This is good. This is good.
Destruction of my universe. So if you gotta beat somebody up, don't make it her. I'm sorry I messed up. I'm not a leader and
this is like
sorry I
this is like a homebrewed indie song. This is actually good.
not a leader. Not a leader. Friend.
Yeah, lyrically it works. It's not like super tied to Homestuck explicitly, so I can actually listen to it and appreciate it.
No more attempts to make you see. I tried, he succeeded, oh well. But what can I say to a girl who'd play with the noose of excuses until her big wicked grin disappears in the smoke and crack goes the rope hold true.
The use of internal
Never
rhymes actually
bowed
working.
down and hating myself to tell that you now know it too. And I used to blame myself, then I blamed everybody else, including you. But you were perfect.
Yeah, this is unlike any other fan song we've heard so far. Except maybe the Warrior Cats one from the video, because this is so minimalist.
And clever, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
if I was listening to indie music on Spotify and this came up, it would not be out of place.
I'd run my big mean mouth
This sounds like,
Now it's my turn to confess.
Gee, what do those harmonies remind me of?
I didn't guess that you were slipping till you tripped right off the edge.
This sounds like something I would hear on like a Life is Strange soundtrack in 2016.
I'm not
But like better.
a leader anymore. I'm sorry I messed up. I'm not a leader.
This is what I'm saying about a song that has like some heart in it.
Not a leader. Not a leader.
they never held.
Oh,
I hid my
changes.
scars from you out of shame. Took up the cause, yeah, I took the helm. But I'm not the only one who's changed. I knew you first, I knew you best. I wish I'd stopped it way back then.
This truly sounds like it came from someone's soul, about like their own personal experience. I know it's not theirs, but whoever this is, they really connected with this character, I could tell. Like if you got this person into a recording studio. Yeah, this was actually good. Like, you guys are gonna hate me for this. You're gonna hate me for this. Strong 8. Maybe pushing into light 9. Like I might actually go back to this song. If it hasn't become obvious, I really do prefer understated things. Because when it comes to lyrics, I always think of lyrics as the intersection of music and words, right? Having a song where it's all production and it's all loud and it's all noise and it's all these funky rhymes and it's just constant, they kind of defeats the purpose. Because it's leaning really hard in one direction. The lyrics and the music aren't intertwined, they're just kind of parallel. Something like this, I actually feel the lyrics in the music and the music in the lyrics. Like that's what lyricism is about. I like how I lost like half the viewers after listening to the Homestuck song. It's truly cursed. I feel like some horrible thing's gonna happen to me later today. Yeah, it sounds like it was recorded on a Yeti. That's what I'm saying. It has very like 2008 Snowball microphone vibes, and it kind of there's whole genres that revolve around that kind of sound. I don't listen to this, but I have a friend who listens to something called folk punk, and folk punk, I don't like it. Like as a genre, I dislike it. However, it has a very strong fan base, and if you listen to like an old Mountain Goat song, it sounds like it's in a warehouse with the AC in the background. And you know what? They made it work. It adds to it. It's a vibe. And it can mean a lot more than some hyper-produced song written by 10 people to a channel with 10 million subscribers and a music video that cost $50,000 to make. It just is different. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, again, it's the thing that people don't want to hear. Songwriting requires something intangible. It requires you to put yourself in it. Even if you're writing about other people, you end up putting a part of yourself in there. Okay, I've written plenty of songs that are about other people, like about characters or about like just other people's experiences, and I still, I look back and sometimes people will say like, oh, is this about this thing that happened in your life? And then I realize, oh, maybe it is. And those are always my best songs. I've been writing an album that's loosely inspired by Pokemon of all things. And as I've been writing it and letting myself just exist in the music, it started to morph into its own thing. In this case, it morphed into being an album about like watching somebody grow up and out of your life. And I've experienced that, you know, not to get like super personal, but I had a lot of struggles as a kid, and you know, those struggles, they weren't like so problematic when I was young, but then as I grew into my teenage years, it became more pronounced how behind I was. And there were friends I had that were like a year or two younger than me, and they grew up more like they emotionally grew up more than I did. Like, they just did it faster, and they fell out of my life because I just wasn't in the same mindset as they were. And that started appearing in my music, and I was able to really hone in on that. And it just feels different than my other songs. So I'm reading the chat. No MIDI instruments? Yeah, no MIDI was nice. I'm saying that as someone who uses MIDI just to like write the songs. No MIDI's really nice. But yeah. This is gonna be really awkward if the next song is bad. Oh, it's a Bendy song. I'm sorry, everybody. It's gonna be the complete opposite of what we just listened to. Oh, it's a rap. And it's almost 6 minutes long. This is so opposite of what we just listened to. It's not even funny. By the way, if you guys have more submissions, this is where you start setting them in. This is the last song on the list. Alright guys, let's get some other songs. Let's get some other songs. Anything else? Yeah, anybody at all? Always Come Back by Nate Wants to Battle. I don't like Nate as a rule, but I'll give it a chance.
Maybe I'm a broken man, or maybe I can barely stand, but the two of us are trapped in here again. I know that it's a bittersweet feeling now, but it's still me. It's something beautiful and it's back from the dead. Maybe you come around, maybe you burn it down before we make a decision.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see eye to eye, or maybe I'll come alive before we make a way in.
How do we send things in? At this point, just in the chat, because that's where I'm gonna see it. This is you heard me. This is very like Homestuck. This is very early 2000s, which is kind of my wheelhouse when it comes to rock. This is like kind of a weird halfway between that kind of rock ballad and like kind of punky sound. It's actually good. That's a nice, like, I don't know, I guess it's like a 7. It's definitely an unusual chord. This is actually good. I absolutely would have heard this on the radio in 2005. A year that is probably older than half this chat, if I had to guess. I usually, like, the reason why I usually don't like Nate is because I really don't like, by the way, I would give that song, like, a light 8. That was actually really good. Light to solid. But the reason why I usually don't like Nate is because isn't he one of those people that does a lot of, like, video game epic metal cover videos? I don't like those because I feel like they take what was interesting and unique about a lot of songs and then strips them away in favor of something that is more palatable. But this I guess because it's original, like, he's not doing that to anything. It's just a solid early 2000s rock song. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's, like, special, but it's good, you know? It's again, if it came on the radio, I would not change it. Alright, what else do we have here in chat? When I look over this way, that's what I'm doing, is I'm looking at chat. The next one is Vantage in Oblivion by Haffy and Winks. Oh, it's a dream song. Okay. Okay, those are two different songs. I'm just gonna choose the first one. When you guys send multiple songs, I usually just choose the first one, unless there's, like, something really exceptional that catches my eye. Let's listen to this. Don't judge. At this point, I don't know if that's the name of a song, or if you're saying, like, don't judge me as a person. Story and Glory is a pretty stock but good rhyme.
Nothing more than kings who point their sword at their brother.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna pause it quick. So, this is what I mean about, like, proper emphasis. So it says... Nothing more than kings. So the emphasis of that line should be kings. Like if I were singing this without the context of the music, I'd say, nothing more than kings who point their sword at their brother. Like, that's kind of the rhythm I would use, because king, sword, and brother are the key words. It's kind of like, this is going to be a weird metaphor, but the Hebrew language and the Arabic language, I believe too, maybe it's Semitic languages in general, they work in a root system, right? So in Hebrew at least, there's a ton of 3-letter roots. And the meaning of those words that are built off that root are all pretty similar. Like they're connected in some way. They're not similar, they're just connected in some way. It's the vowels that differentiate. So it's kind of similar here. You have a bunch of key words in the line. You have king, sword, and brother, and it's what you put between those words that actually makes the difference in the meaning. But it's those key words that actually characterize the sentence. Am I making sense? Let me know if I'm making sense.
Point their sword at their brother. This is my vantage. You have yours, I'll have mine. We'll never see eye to eye.
Am I making sense, sort of?
We sow the seeds of peace, not
Text setting, thank you for giving me a word.
we are the souls who pay for the war.
my gosh, blood warning. I'm gonna get demonetized. You know, from that and not from playing licensed music. Differences. It's on the first. I'm sorry, the song is fine. It's just seeing the Dream mask kind of like was a whiplash. Every time I think of Dream, I think of the music video that he made and where he's holding up the pill bottle and it says normal pills. I quote that all the time. Like I'll just be like talking to my girlfriend and I'll be like, hold on, can I get some water? I have to take my normal pills. Anyway.
Oh, this is my vantage. We're standing on the same line, but you are low and I am
This is well composed, I'll give it that. Like, the instrumentation's actually doing a good job telling a story. I really like dynamic instrumentation in songs like this. I think that if you're going to tell a story in a song, again, the intersection of words and music. This is all two people? I wonder why I took 2 years, two people. Girl, did you say, yeah, I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for 4.5 years. Alrighty then, bye? I'm most curious to see if, like, somebody left the Discord server. Sorry, I'm paying attention to this, I promise. Trash took itself out. I'm sorry, the idea that somebody was just like, listen, I came here to listen to you talk about the intricacies of fandom music. Music about Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft and Dream SMP. But when you said you were gay, I'm sorry, I thought this was a good Christian stream. I also like the shock. Like, do you see what I'm wearing? When I was a freshman in college, I met my friends, and they have told me, like, recently, oh yeah, we just knew immediately you were gay. Like, until proven otherwise, we all just assumed. So I do find it really funny that somebody would be like, I'm sorry, I had no idea you were gay. Man, if this was a stream with more adults, the jokes I would make. If YouTube allowed me to say certain things, well, to that person, I apologize that you cannot pleasure your wife, but, I am happy, so there. Okay, back to music. So that was actually really good instrumentally. Lyrically, gave people the music world never seen before. Yeah, Yeah, wait, if you... my main... I talk about musicals. And he's not okay with gay people? Sorry, I just can't enjoy musicals if there's gay people. I hope he's like a huge Sondheim fan or something. Anyway, someone's been asking about an Amelie song. I haven't looked at any Amelie songs yet, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, this past song, the Dream song. I'd say solid 7. Really good instrumentation. Lyrics are pretty good. I don't know, it just didn't really do much for me. I don't know, I was also kind of distracted by... I'm sorry that... Vix, I'm sorry that your song got distracted. I got distracted by one of the most baffling things that's happened on my channel thus far. I will say the animation's very impressive. This must have taken a ton of work. Are the lyrics in the description now? I liked the sound of it for certain. It was good, understated, but like it swelled. Again, it was very dynamic. It told a story just instrumentally that I could appreciate. I don't know, it just didn't really do anything particularly special. But yeah, the Amelie song. What was it? The World's Continuation by Amelie. Amelie was in Octopath Traveler 2, which I played, and you should all play it. And I actually thought she was really funny in that game. I was impressed because I knew she was like one of these YouTube people that just got picked up. So I wasn't expecting much of her, but then I was like, you know what, she actually did a really good job as one of the villains in that game, and I enjoyed her performance, and I found her very amusing, so. World's Continuation is also a One Piece song. Is this a One Piece song? Oh, it's an English version. I'm kind of iffy on doing English versions of big songs, like big anime songs, because translating a song from Japanese to English is really, really hard. They use different lyrical styles, the text setting is different, the use of rhyme is different. You can fit a lot in one Japanese word, and you can't really do that in English. So I don't know if I want to go into that. So let's see what else is there. There was another Nate Wants a Battle song, let's see. Bro, I was really hoping this wasn't going to be that. Like, I was really hoping it wasn't going to be Pokemon, but, I'm scared. I'm terrified, actually. I could tell Nate grew up on early 2000s pop punk.
I first saw you at
This is very like all the small things.
The way you laugh and the way that you swim, I knew that you'd be trouble. We made such a big splash, big crash, you'll be my tidal wave. Breaks me down like an avalanche, then we...
I mean, I can't be too mad because, like, a lot of pop punk is like this. Like, a lot of pop punk was genuinely this cheesy and stupid. Like the absurdity is kind of part of the genre sometimes. It's definitely produced very authentically. Like, I'm gonna put it past the fact that this is about a character of questionable age.
Now I knew that my chances were slim, that much is plain to see. But I found you standing with him and thought it should have been me. I had my chance and I blew it, my clothes and I...
But at the same time, this sounds like it is ripped straight from another song. Like, it's very of that time, but to the point where there's nothing distinguishing it. And I'm being hypocritical, because my pop punk album isn't that special either, but... I'm sorry, I see the line got hacked and confused from the start. Whatever this song does, that automatically brings it down to a 6. That was one of the worst lyrics I've seen so far. Especially because it's like the last line. Like, this is the big line of the song. My goodness. I do have to give credit, though. This is actually a good hook. Like, the rhyme scheme is interesting. It's catchy. You got, like, an I get AAX, X, BB, XX, CC, you feel sheer cold to me, ugh. I guess that's an X because it wouldn't match with this lyric, like syllabically. And then Forever and Recover don't rhyme, but that might not be the point. Pop punk lyrics can get really funky. Like, have I talked about my delusional rhymes? Because on my album, there are some really delusional rhymes. Sent them to a friend of mine who really likes perfect rhymes, and I think I gave her an aneurysm. Alright, either chat's not loading or nobody's talking. I can't tell, honestly. I feel like I've seen before, chat is just refusing to work. Yep, it was refusing to work. That's why I didn't see anything. Wow, I missed a lot. Okay, apologies. Or you can blame YouTube, I shouldn't be apologizing. Danganronpa fan songs. Okay. Lucky me. MCKI Robbins P. I guess it's like Mickey Robbins. Okay. I had a Danganronpa phase from ages 15 through 17 or 18, give or take. It's like my dark secret. So I'd actually get this one.
It's crumbling, a familiar plague is rumbling, wiping out that light, demanding a sacrifice. Alright, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's interesting. This is a synthesizer vocal. I was like, why does this sound weird?
Such as you, I get swallowed by that boundless darkness too. Like a roller coaster that never ends. I keep thinking it'll crash, but the tracks just bend. Here we go again.
That was a good couplet.
Again, I'm falling, I'm rising, I'm draining, I'm dying, I'm low. Everything's all twisted up when it's virtue and the properties start. So enthralling, I can't help but laugh. Ha, 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 lucky me, another tragedy. Put my faith into my sanity. How happily,
This is actually pretty, pretty in line with the aesthetic of Danganronpa. Like the sonic identity of Danganronpa. It is just kind of typical, like, that typical genre, but I think for Kamayura it works better.
So that hopeful light decays. So this is destiny, it's heavenly. All the death just proves you are DC. So let's rise again, let's fight again, let's fail again, then die again. Lucky me, another tragedy.
There's a lot of recommendations coming in. Somebody super chat something. I need prioritizing. Yeah, there is something that's working about using a Vocaloid for this song in particular. There's no super chat option. There's Streamlabs. I don't know how to activate super chats on a stream. Which is wild because it's my own stream.
Like a roller coaster that never ends. I keep wishing it would crash, but the tracks just bend. Here we go again, here we go again. You're useless, you're worthless, how hopeless. I am this hello. Everything's blowing up, but it's malice end and benevolence start. It's so atrocious, I can't help but laugh. Ha, ha. Unlucky me, hold of the suffering as the putrid truth dimples my futile dreams of forcefully create catastrophe until my loudest days crush and I finally die. Lucky me, how every destiny has started harmonizing ruthlessly. I'll happily
Key change.
put out with me until the loudest days crush and the true hope
Good composition. Lyrics are specific yet not, like, inaccessible. I'd say solid 7. Yeah, the rhymes were pretty good. Oh my gosh, Danganronpa V3. Good times. Listen, okay, so I'm getting a lot of responses, and there's a lot to scroll through right now. I'll tell you what. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. First of the people who, you know, give a response, closest one gets next song. I see 13, I see 10, I see pi. Give it like a minute. Indie fan isn't cheating. Pi is a valid number. It could be close. It could be like it's definitely a, you know, solid digit. Set of digits. The number was actually 17. So, Haley, give me your song. Wait for the stream to catch up. See what to talk about in the meantime. Who ready, set, go. Okay. Victor McKnight. This one? I'm gonna do lyric video, just because of, you know, obvious reasons. Oh, it's a Sonic song. I had a Sonic phase in middle school. You could play any vocal Sonic song that came out before Sonic Forces and I would know it. Like, back to front. The thing about Sonic music is it has to be kind of bad. It's kind of like, have you ever been to New York City and had a pizza that costs like $3? And it's like, bad in theory, like it's burnt a little bit and it's really thin, but like it's still the best pizza. Yeah, exactly. You need cheese to make it work. It's a great metaphor. Like, if you have a Sonic song that is, like, sonically, pun not intended. If you have it where it's, like, lyrically and sonically perfect, it's bad. Like, this needs to be flawed to work. Because it tells me people are having fun. congratulations to Haley for giving us our first 9. Is it perfect? No. It's just good. It does exactly what it needs to do. That will always be worth more than perfection. We should do an Undertale song next. Alright, who has a good Undertale song? Not like a parody musical, like a good song. Claps for Haley. Snaps or whatever. I'm holding my phone with my other hand, so I can't clap. Basics in Behavior. Is that an Undertale song? There was an Undertale song on the list I skipped because it was like parody musical, and I wasn't gonna do that. What was it? To the Bone. No, we're not doing another rap. We're not. I'm not gonna do this. Judgment. Try Hard Ninja. Undertale Sand Song. 8 years ago.
With open arms, you knew how fragile their souls were to your abuse. I let you roam around carefree. They're not
Carefree. Enemies. That doesn't really rhyme.
Determination served as your lone guide. Mercy or genocide, yours to decide. But consequences they increase. You will answer to me.
That's not a good... Consequences they increase, you will answer to me. Like, that's not a thing you say. You don't say, oh, your consequences will increase. I don't know, it's just not a strong word. I have to say, this is a great genre choice. This, like, again, this, like, pop-punk emo sound. The issue I'm having is there love? That's a really good hook. Like, but then it's like, oh, is there kindness in your eyes? But kindness is not a word I would fit here. It's too broad. Is there honesty in your eyes? Is there not earnestness? Like something that means something like that. Is there, like, truth in your eyes, loyalty, humanity? Can't be undone is not a... No. Dunked on. Remember when we thought that was funny? Dirty? Yeah, emphasis is important. Like, we have certain ways we say words. Unkind. Unkind has the same vibe as unalive. This is like a light 6. I think instrumentation's good, the lyrics are bad. Promise on My Soul for a Deltarune song. I have a friend who's a really big Deltarune fan. Shoutouts to Jordan, if you're watching this.
Oh, sorry.
Do you also do songs that are not from fans today? I have a song in mind, not even have lyrics. Well, the whole point is that this, you know, we look at lyrics, so a song without lyrics kind of defeats the point. Ad Infinitum would have been my pick for an Undertale song, like the really fast one that I made.
I'm sure of it.
Mars, I could tell you didn't watch my video.
Even be here today. That's why I've got to be ready.
I did not have a lot of grace for Ad Infinitum.
I can't wait for friends, real friends, to be here at last. And I know they're going to like being friends too. I really hope so. As long as
That's fine if you're busy. I don't control your life. It's just funny that you mentioned that song.
and I've come to own that so-called throne for this kingdom of the void. But stories of a prophecy keep hope within my heart. So I'll set the stage.
Hey, another Bendy song. Can someone tell me what Bendy is?
I can play my part. I'm a ruler of nothing but the endless night. I'm a prince of the darkness, but they'll show me the light. And when disaster and ruin want to see this world end, I know that I'll get through it by the side of my friends. All the love I can muster, I will give it to you. Though I know that you could doubt me, every word said is true. And when the fountains run dry and turn this world into stone, I promise on my soul that you won't be alone.
Why do they all have this beat? Like, they all have the same beat. This like, electronica with, like, a, you know, with, like, a loop of some sort. We haven't done a Doki Doki song. Jordan also loves Doki Doki Literature Club, or at least he did for some time. But we'll finish listening to this. Classic fan song synth instrumental.
Claws away at this world seems. But tales of legends are foretold from just beyond the dawn.
Baldi's Basics. Isn't that like one of those games that got really big among children for some reason? And then like they tried to make a franchise out of it?
Nothing but the endless night. I'm the prince from the darkness, but they showed me the light. And though our foes may be many, I will vow to defend everything you mean to me, my only true friends. All the love I can muster, I will give it to you. I know that you'll never doubt me, every word said is true. And when the fountains run dry and turn this world into stone, I promise on my soul that you won't be alone.
Alright, Doki Doki Forever. Let's see. This is like a strong 5. I don't really care for it. Just because it's very formulaic and like nothing stands out to me. By the way, I appreciate that we have not had that many duds today. Like, we've had a lot of 5s and 6s, but we have not had, like a 2. Like, no one's really... I mean, there were a couple songs that I just kind of quit out of before we got any further. Those might have been 2s. But we haven't really fully listened to anything that I've, like, truly, truly hated. Alright, let's listen to this. This video's not for children. This entire chat's gonna have to leave. I'm just messing.
Hey, hey, my heart's beating when I'm hanging
That's a good pre-chorus. Like, it builds up to it builds up well. Nice little internal rhyme. Like, it worked well with the rhythm. I'm like expecting it to. It scared you. It like made me jump a little bit, but I like know it's going to get all glitchy at some point, just because that's the the whole point of the game. I remember when DDLC came out because I was a freshman in college, and it was like the coolest thing ever when it came out, and then everybody forgot about it in 2 months. Like 99% of people who played it forgot about it, and then that 1% has not let it die. They're still modding DDLC to this day. That's insane. That actually was pretty good. I'd give it a strong 6. Like, again, for what it set out to do, it did a good job. It was catchy. I mean, obviously the glitch things are there, but like, it besides the one that was really loud and shocking, it wasn't super overbearing and like super shock value. So I think it did its job. I want to hear this Just Monica song. How about the Minecraft version? There's a Minecraft version. Alright.
I'm so glad you're joining the literature club.
Hey, I never agreed to join.
Oh, wow, Sayori. Who's your friend? He's our club's newest member.
That's not set in stone.
This is Monica, Yuri, and Natsuki. And you already know me. Welcome to our meeting. Are you into reading? No need for being coy. We'll improve your uptake. Have a friggin' cupcake. And must you bring a boy?
Okay, that was good.
You could help with baking or with banner making. And I'll walk home alone today. Maybe we're friends, maybe we're more. How can he love a simple girl next door? I'm just not the type he's looking for.
Wait, this is good. Like, the lyrics are really good so far. Like, they're communicating conversation, but they're not, like, super awkward or super literal.
She's depressed and stressed and she's feeling blue, so I don't want Sayori hanging around you. Just Monica, just Monica.
And it's like, the comedy's pretty good.
Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica.
This is actually
I'm so
good.
glad you're joining the literature club.
Wait,
yeah,
what happened
it's
to
got a
her?
good structure to it.
Oh, there's no one here named that.
Manga is my passion. Don't you dare be fashion. The writing got finesse. Maybe you should borrow these until tomorrow. Were you looking up my dress? Let's go read a story.
What about
Let's talk about me instead. I've been learning piano and I sing soprano, and I can't get you out of my head. Can't look away, can't help but blush. Where did I get this overwhelming crush? It's sharp as a knife and twice the rush. Yo, there's something I think you should know. I've never seen Yuri so sane and chill and still kinda sweaty, and I don't mind heading to the
Like, there's only been good lyrics in this. Like, not serviceable, good lyrics.
Maybe you knew Natsuki is next. I'm deleting her too. We don't need cupcakes or poems or tea. I only need you to love me.
Wow, that's a lot of Crunchyroll you've been watching. You're really taking advantage of that free RWBY trial.
Hey, there's no one else in our way. So look at me and just say right here, my dear, that you love me, and we'll sit here.
Yeah, this actually holds up, considering it's a parody musical from 6 years ago.
What you had to see, but it no longer matters, 'cause now you belong to me. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica.
Yeah, this is actually really well done.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Sayori? You're still in the literature club?
Of course, I'm the president after all.
Well, Sayori, who's your friend?
He's our newest member.
I'm guessing that's not set in stone.
This time, I think it is.
Why don't you join us? I was just getting Natsuki here into my favorite horror novel.
Hey, it's not like I like it or anything.
So, are you walking home with anyone after this?
Just my friend Sayori.
I'm not going to do a rap battle song, I'm sorry. Like, I love rap. I just want to say, I love rap. I don't listen to it very often, but I really appreciate rap as a genre. I mean, if you want to see me react to it and like die inside, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. It's just, I don't want, like, the thing is, I don't want someone to like, I don't want to crush somebody's dreams and be like, they're like, oh, this is my favorite, and then I'm like, oh, this is not good to me. I mean, I can. If you guys love me dying inside, then fine. Just give me a second. I have to take a bathroom break. Alright, I'm back. Alright, what did I miss? Yeah, I'm reading. You guys are a good chat. I'm glad nobody's, like, had a conniption because I said I disliked a song. Okay, so what's this thing we watch? It's like Matilda versus 11 or something, like the Stranger Things girl. What's the rating for the last one? Oh, last one gets a 9. Solid 9. Like, that was really well done. And a bunch of people recommended that, so snaps to all of you. Yeah, you guys have to earn your 9s. One of these days we'll get a 10-inch stream, and that's gonna be wild. Alright, oh my gosh, this is animated, too? This, like, flash animation is killing me.
Looks like my clone dropped out of school and dressed herself up like Slim Shady. I solved your origin story. Yeah, you stole the powers right off me. So there's no need for me to ask 11. Do you copy? I'm making you choke like a vile cake when I'm dropping you off at your final stage. The only thing you dropped in your entire mission was your little town survival rate. At 5, I'm at a riper age. It's my books against your primal rage. You can dress up like a goth, but you want believing everyone behind is not a child of phase. And it might relate, but even I was raised in a brighter place. At least my whole life ain't a chase. How can you know what the truth is when everyone uses you only to lie to your face? It's awful how your show keeps dragging on. If you think you're memorable, then ask your mom. You wanna stay safe? It's best to keep the gate closed, like giving you a fake name and soon you'll be a Jane Doe. You think you're covered? You must be out of your mind. Cause any trauma could devour your life. A freak of nature and a coward inside. I'm in the spotlight, you're the power supply.
Does this get a 0? I don't think this gets a rating. This is like, you know, when like Fantano says like, this is not good. Third 9, here we come. What was that? What is this?
Without buyers, I see you leave Eden, that kick to your friends, no defense against this accusation. Have your movie zoomed in on your shit-eating grin. I'm begging for sensory deprivation.
I just... Okay, I can't do this. I really like the idea of, like, 30-year-old men sitting in a small office in, like, San Jose or something and discussing with each other how to come up with the 11 versus Matilda rap battle. And then, like, they also, I see in the corner, there's, like, the Eric Cartman versus Charlie Brown rap battle, and the Coraline versus Alice in Wonderland rap battle. Like this is, I don't want to call it a content farm, but these people, like, this is just what they do, right? So, like, there's a bunch of old guys that are sitting around coming up with, like, bars and, like, having to research these properties so they can, you know... like so it could be turned into a rap. This is insane. Like, I knew these existed. I just didn't think that there was this much of a demand, because there's multiple channels, right? Like, I see multiple channels doing this in my sidebar. Like, this is an industry. Yeah, the work that goes into this. Alright, what's Senpai Notice Me? But by the Just Monica people. Kokichi Oma versus Jax. I don't know who Jax is. I know who Kokichi is. Yeah, no, I can tell kids really like these, like, videos, because they wouldn't be putting this much effort into it if it didn't get so many views. Yeah, like the roasts are really, like, they're not good, but they're, like, really intense. So these guys have to, like, step into the shoes of these characters and pretend to roast each other. Man, anyway, let's check out this one. 8 years ago. Remember when Yandere Sim was, like, taken seriously to some extent?
Senpai will adore me in these.
Every time I see people filmed in, like, in public, I always wonder what it's like to see this happening in front of you. I imagine that's just what living in Los Angeles is like. Who's the lyricist on these?
Who is that cute little student there, and why is she touching his arm?
Does it say the lyricist?
Moves on my senpai, then I'll have to cause her harm. Maybe I should clean up this body or just dump it into the trash. Senpai could never love her, cause we're such a perfect match. Everywhere that he goes, I'll be there and he won't know. Am I mad? Maybe so, but I love to sniff his clothes. Then I'll make him agree. He's my blushing boy to be. In the end, all my friends will then see. Senpai noticed me.
Yeah, do we have a lyricist on these?
Coconut keeps gazing at my senpai. Don't look at senpai.
Like, we have a cast. Do we have lyricists? I want to know who's writing these.
Doesn't sound friendly. I promise not to hurt her. Just a framer for a murder. She's a senpai.
It's a good lyric.
Stealing sultry little brat. I think almost noon and no sign of my senpai. Hurry up, senpai. Could it be he's making out with her behind my back? This could get ugly. Let's offer her a shower. Then we'll turn off all the power that can sour things and get us back on track. Anyone who flirts with my senpai gets my cell phone shoved in their skirt. Talking to my senpai is not an option unless you want to be hurt. Why is everybody a bit uneasy when I pull out the sharp knife? I am not a killer or psycho. I am senpai's future wife. Is this fate? Is this stress?
Wait, I feel like I've been here. Wait. This is, like, clearly someone's college. Wait. This is like a studio of some sort, okay. I've not been here, okay. That'd be wild if I have.
Is this fate? Is this stress? Is this yandere duress? Or obsession? Possession? It's anybody's guess. All I know is this school's full of murder-making tools. It's uncanny, but dandy for me. So if I drink this drink, lemonade I think. So if I eat this fruit, just a bite or two. Senpai blew his nose. That's a little gross. Senpai wore this bathing suit. Senpai called this phone.
You just took her phone.
Senpai shaved his hair. But it's not from there. Senpai left his note. What was that he wrote? Senpai wore this underwear.
Those aren't mine.
Don't you wait, don't you stare, don't you act like you don't care. Touch my senpai, I swear I will blow you like a pear. I'm not weird or a creep, though I watch my senpai sleep. I'm not lovesick,
This one is not as strong as the other one because it's older.
What?
Like, it's still impressive, but it's not as impressive.
She's kind of weird. And she has the tendency to kill people.
Oh, shut up, Info-chan.
Hey, guys.
I really like the idea that this is somebody's college.
Nurse's office.
Like, these are just a bunch of college friends putting this together, and now they have 4 million subscribers.
Yandere, Dev, Yandere.
I'm, like, actually sad I don't see the lyricist on here. Okay. No, it's, like, behind the info cards. Spinning Top by Chai, amazing digital circus fan song.
Can someone please tell me where I am? Wait, what?
AJ Pinkerton is the lyricist? Okay.
Ever since I was a kid, I think, well, I can tell. I've always known instinctually what colors mix up well. The freely labeled primary are yellow, red, and blue. Together they'll make anything, new shades of different hues. I've always found them hard to look at, so bright and obscene. I've always found them so obtuse, unlike purples and greens. But now when I look in the mirror, I just can't believe what I see. It's me, a scrolling through the screen. I've lost all sense of where I am, I have no way to know. I keep on spinning round and round, but there's nowhere to go. I turn and I turn.
I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. If this is a metaphor, I don't know what it's communicating. Like, it's very literal in a sense.
It spins, it's stationary and it spins. There's trumpets, horns, and tambourines. There's RGB on every screen. A feast of 4,000 kings. I don't know what to do or what to think. I think I'm on the brink of insanity, albeit digitally.
No, like, I get the idea of being trapped and, like, I'm running in circles and I'm atop. Like, I get that. The part about the colors is, like, very out of nowhere. Because I understand what it's trying to do. It's trying to use something apparent as lyrics because they make lyrics. Like, it's something to make lyrics about. It doesn't really mean anything.
Maybe I've lost my mind too. Do you mind? Today's a bit unnerving. Doors and doors and doors and things that I just can't ignore. And all this frustration in situations I can't comprehend. Glitching, phasing through the walls. This tent's so big I hope it falls and crushes me so I don't have to think about this anymore. Oh God, I'm sick of all the polygons playing along a tune of a song. I don't remember every step I take. It drives me round the bend a second less. That would be nice. A life like this, it won't suffice. I'm wishing twice and thrice upon the moon, the sun, the stars. All right, I just give in. I just
Alright.
give in, but yet I'm still spinning.
Okay, no, I see. It leads into the next line.
I'm out of my mind, can't see what's behind me. Blurry, I'm tip-topsy-turvy. I'll try not to worry.
This is pretty good.
Hurry, now else it's gone curvy. The screen lights and blurry.
Again, I like dynamic songs. I like songs that go somewhere.
I have no mouth, but yet I scream. So don't you see I can't be happy? I've lost all sense of where I am. I have no way to know. I keep on spinning round and round, but there's nowhere to go.
Digital hallucination is much better. I like this one. Like, I know I complained a little bit, but I actually like where this one went.
When you'll just end up spiraling and spinning, 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 spinning. This is a dream. I turn and I turn and I turn again. It's so obscure, there's nothing I can.
Like, I appreciate that it's not fan song core. Like, it has a distinct sonic identity to it. Digital hallucination is what you sing at your music lessons.
There's mixed up couple parts to see. There's mass and high notes underneath. There's smells I don't want to perceive. And kindness I just can't receive. There's moves that I can make on top of board playing 1,000 different games. So what else can I do but try to play? There's jingles playing all the time and endless double phone rhymes.
pretty good. I'd give it a 7. Solid 7. No, don't give me the Omori one. I liked that it just was different. I liked that it was distinct. It was clean, it was well put together, it was dynamic. Alright, so let's see this one by, like, a big artist in the scene. I'm learning all these big names now. This is fan song core.
5, 6, 7, 8 times just a hoax in a colored world of characters and family jokes.
That was a good lyric. Like hoax and jokes is an really interesting rhyme, actually.
You look like you've seen a ghost, but you're lucky to have such a gracious host like me.
This got all the VAs from the show. That actually puts points against it. Like, again, you have all... It's so... There's so much resources for this person.
Just your imagination. The exit is your fixation. Door after door you'll find that it is just a digital hallucination. You try to find a way out, but you're stuck here day after day inside a digital hallucination.
Like, I actually find the smaller artist song more interesting than this, because again, this is just fan song core. Like, that's what I'm gonna call it.
ABCD, I don't know my name. Tell me if I'm dead or if I'm just going insane. XDD, see the writing on the wall. The vowels and the consonants, they save us all.
You must think that you're dreaming.
It'll be okay, believe me.
You look like you've seen a ghost. You're lucky to have what's left of your sanity.
And some might call it tragic.
And the circus lost its magic.
I can't take it anymore. Is that it makes it die?
Just your imagination.
These voices are not melding well.
Door after door you'll find that it is just a digital hallucination. You try to find a way out, but you're stuck here day after day inside a digital hallucination.
Yeah, Spinning Top feels a lot less ham-fisted. This is like somebody woke up and said, we need to make a digital circus song. It's the big cheese right now.
Just a digital hallucination. I want to find a way out, but I'm stuck here day after day inside this digital hallucination.
Just your imagination. The exit is your fixation. Door after door you'll find that it is just a digital hallucination.
I'm surprised nobody sent in RWBY music. I guess because I'm already streaming about it. No, this song is good. It's good. I just like the other one better. This is like a strong 6 versus the other one solid 6. Okay, I'll take one more suggestion, and then I have to wrap things up because I have to do laundry. Okay, Proceed by Rec D is a Deltarune song. Okay, what was it? Proceed by Rec D. Alright, last one.
As I walk through the cyber city,
Fans Encore.
The building shines so pretty, but there's no time to see the sights. There's danger bows ahead, but
You're the only YouTube I watch stream. Oh, thank you.
any of these spells or actions do.
I appreciate people who watch.
But that
Oh, you're going fishing. That's awesome. I love fishing. Have a great time.
Thank goodness they're here by my side. I'd be so dead alone and worthless, a burden. But when they take the lead, they give me everything I need to proceed.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to give, well, most of these songs a fair chance, you know? Like, I think you'll be shocked where you could find good music. So I am trying to give all these like an earnest shot, because I'm not familiar with this like section of YouTube, which is why it fascinates me. Secede? It's not the right word.
Do it, then it must be right. I can muscle through it. I'll avert my sight. I'll unhear the screaming. I'll unfeel the pain.
That's good.
I'll know the answers.
That's good.
Only you remain.
Ooh, very good bridge.
Is that still you inside there? Your words are cold. Or maybe it's just me. I'm good with ice, or so I'm told. Is this still me inside here? It feels sometimes. Your words are overriding mine. I'm useful, empowered, don't wanna fight no more. We keep saying to cast a spell I've never heard before. Unworthy.
Snowgrave is dark, this is not dark. Oh, okay, so there's like a characterization that's missing from this. Again, it's fan song core. They all sound like this.
Hey, if you like this song,
okay. 2.5 minutes is short. I'm trying to think, what can I do to wind down the stream? You're forcing your innocent friend to murder people. It should not sound like this. That's the context? Oh my gosh. Man. I'm trying to find, you know what we could end this on? I could force you all to listen to the worst RWBY song. I have a list that I made in like 2018 of like a RWBY song ranking, right? And I could play you the worst one based on my rankings. I want to see if it's still that bad. Oh my gosh, I remember this song now. I forgot the context of the song, and now I know what it is. It was, like, there was a character who was, like, a drunk, and this was his, like, I'm gonna get better song. But it's the most, like, upbeat, weirdly unfitting song. I'm glad this is where my peak viewership is, forcing you all to listen to this terrible song. Like, it's the fact that this is about a drunk guy, like an alcoholic. Like, this is about alcoholism. lyrics are killing me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least this is like the alcoholic character trying to better himself, and that's the context. In Drunk Loser Hall of Fame. Yeah, every time Jeff Williams tries to sing, it doesn't go well. All I know is that the Jeff and Casey Williams live in Boston, so there is a chance that I could run into one of them and not even know. If you saw what I listened to as a 5th grader, you might ban me. Why? No 5th graders have good taste in music. You have to grow into that. No 5th grader has a taste in music. You're still just listening to whatever your friends listen to. You know what, this isn't even the worst RWBY song anymore. Like, I think Inside is worse. I just want to say, I was listening to Gacha Life music in 5th grade. That's the most normal thing I've ever heard. Those vocals sound like they tear up your throat. Absolutely. Oh yeah, song's still going. Song's 4.5 minutes. When I was in 5th grade, what did I listen to? I was listening to, like, Linkin Park and like, Pokemon music. I think I was, like, genuinely listening to Pokemon theme songs. Why is it so long? I don't know. Please let it end. It's over, everyone. It's over. We're safe now. Wow, look at the recommendeds. We got like Vocaloid, we got Epic, we got Komsus or Todd for some reason. We got RWBY, we got Danganronpa, we got Caravan Palace Lone Digger. Play it again. We got Wings. Wings sounds like it's 15 minutes long. It's crazy. That song will mess with your sense of time. It is like the slowest song I've ever heard. Here, I'll palette cleanser. Yeah, these streams are wrecking my recommendeds. Thank you. Do it again. I wasn't looking. Path to Isolation is the best RWBY song, besides Mirror Mirror, which is, like, objectively the best one. I take that back. Path to Isolation's really good without the first minute. Where is it?
Dreams that lay destroyed.
I can't wait to get the message from YouTube that's like, this stream has been copyright claimed 26 times.
Seems to throw in my soul, it's consuming me. Confused, and I'm losing myself in the storm.
Like, there's a very good flow to the lyrics on this song, actually.
Can't find myself when I'm constantly forced to conform.
Yes, I will post the copyright strike in a community post. I want to show you all how many songs get copyright struck. Like, the reason why this is the best RWBY song is that the instrumentals are under control. The lyrics aren't horrific. They mean something. They are about something. I can tell what they're about. I like this instrumental break. Yeah, one of the difficulties RWBY had with its musical identity is it had one guy doing the music for years, and he got really sick of it. Especially because a lot of RWBY is about nothing, so it's really hard to write a song about nothing, right? Because, like, 100 times 0 is still 0. This song is good. This song's really good. Like, even the awkward part of the more awkward lyrics just work well with the rhythm and the sound, so it doesn't matter. That's the only part of this song I don't like, besides, like, the slow part at the beginning, is the drums right there. But, like, the rest of this is good. Yeah, eventually he stepped away, like, right in time for the show to die. I feel so bad for Casey Lee Williams, because I'm not using this word in, like, the internet sense, I'm using it in the traditional sense. She was very much groomed to take over RWBY. Like, since she was 15, that has been what they've prepared her for. It's like, you are going to be the RWBY music person when you grow up. And then the show just died. Like, I know Viz bought it out, but, like, it is effectively on life support. The chances that it continues as a, like, in the medium that it was before as a piece of animation, I think is low. Like, it is more likely it will continue as maybe a graphic novel or a comic, but those don't have music. So I do feel very bad for Casey. My favorite RWBY song actually used to be This Life Is Mine, and then I listened to it for the first time in, like, 4 years, a couple months ago, and I realized, like, oh man, the mixing on this song is not good. It has the skeleton to be really, really good, but it's just not produced well. But, that's really all I got for right now. It's been 2.5 hours. Maybe I'll end up being one of those people that can stream for, like, 5 hours straight one day, but for right now, I have things I need to do. And I'm also out of songs. And I feel like we covered a lot today, so I'd say this is a good place to wrap up. I hope everybody has a good next couple weeks before the next stream. Next video will be on live-action Beauty and the Beast. I want to get back more to roasting live-action Disney, because people really like that, and I like doing that. And then after that, yes, hopefully next stream we get a 10. After that, I do have ideas, like capital I ideas. And they might be controversial. But you guys, I know you guys will bear with me. All right. With that, hope you guys have a good day.